Whoa, it's the illusion reporting from somewhere on spaceship Earth. I'm on my blissfully torturous piece of mechanical gear, aka a mountain bike. I'm up here above the Pacific Ocean. Let's see, right down there. Climbing, having a little snack, enjoying this beautiful day. I think it's a Tuesday. I've fully forgotten what the date is. One of the things I've learned from sobriety is don't count the days, man. So I'm not going to try to figure out what day it is anymore. It's April, sometime in April. Best I'm going to do is it's a Tuesday. And yeah. So I'm going to be posting a video about a mountain bike ride I took up here about 2 weeks ago. I haven't posted because down in there somewhere, I almost went off a cliff and smashed up my bike, and I didn't want to post it and scare my mom, so I figured I'd let it age a little bit, right? Get way after the fact. So the next video I'm posting is about my day mountain biking up here, where we have a close call with with life's precious gift called life. And then I'm also going to post a video about the city council meeting last night. So one of the things I've really been pushing for is to stop using the term social distancing and use the correct term physical distancing. I made a couple videos about it, how I personally believe that social distancing is neuro-linguistic programming, and it's meant to defeat you and depress you and destroy your basic human instincts, which is to be a social creature. Very few human beings can be hermits like me. And so there was a virtual city council meeting last night via some app I will not mention, and it was very interesting. So during the public comment phase, that was my public comment, which was to stop using the term social distancing and switch to physical distancing. And actually another person who commented agreed with me, who was actually representing a doctor's office. And then the city manager, when her time came to give a report, referred to it as physical distancing. And then we get daily alerts from the city, and they said physical distancing guidelines. And then further in the meeting, the skate park got approved. The temporary skate park got approved, which is, I think, a good thing for all these children locked up in their houses right now. Boy, oh boy. And again, it may seem like a trivial thing to have the response be about social distancing versus physical distancing, but it isn't, because what I've been trying to tell everybody is, if you engage with your local government and you spend a little bit of time down there, just a little bit, you get to know who your city manager is, who's in charge of parks and recs, who the city lawyer is, who all the people are that make your city function. And by being there just for whatever your issue is, me, it was the skate park, you get to find out who the people in the next rung up are on your county level. And it invests you in the system. And when you put a little bit of time in, it circles back. So when I get up there and brought up my main thing, which was to compliment the city for how they're handling this situation, and to make my point about physical versus social distancing, it wasn't coming from some just crackpot tinfoil hat wearing dude who just showed up out of the blue. It came from someone who's been down at City Hall on a limited basis for years, trying to champion my cause, but inadvertently participating in other causes or civic realities, if you will. And so when I mentioned this thing, it didn't fall on deaf ears. And I think moving forward, it's very important. So I was super psyched to participate in the virtual city council meeting. It was a very limited city council meeting, but they were testing out how it would work. And, I thought it was my civic duty to show up and participate in this forum. There was 5 of us who spoke publicly about in the open public comment period. There was one issue that came up, one person spoke, then the skate park came up, 5 people spoke. And we all did it via this app that I don't want to mention because they don't deserve any hype because it's New World Order stuff, man. But my point being is, look, we all got to engage in our city, local, state, county, federal governments. I hope everyone's learning the lesson that people are keeping us at home and saying we can't do this or that, and you don't even know their names. At least I know who's pulling the strings on me, but then you find out it's the ultimately coming from, in Los Angeles County, the director of public health, whose name is Barbara Ferrer. Never heard of her before, did some research on her. And, you begin to realize that this person was put into government right in front of your face. And this person has the ability to follow the federal and state laws and just say, you get to stay home an extra couple weeks. So I'm making the best of this thing. I feel pretty inspired and empowered, if anything, just to get the language change about physical versus social distancing. I accomplished something last night. And I also accomplished another thing. I showed up, man, and I participated. So I just want everyone to realize that you can start now. Guaranteed your local government, wherever you are, USA, is doing what our local government did last night, which is having some sort of virtual meeting. Go to their website. Every government institution has a website. Go to Your City USA find out, and they'll have it right on the website when the next meeting is, and plug yourself in. It's not rocket science, man. It's just all it is a participation sport, man. That's it. Just like life, man. If you don't show up for life, you can't live it, right? So I'm up here. I'm going to be putting some more videos up. We're doing we're sort of doing a stand down, if you will. We've been hiding out up on this compound with another family for the last 3 weeks to keep the children sane and us sane and isolate with another family. And we're doing this thing where today we're going back home. We're about an hour south of here, and we're going to spend, the week at home because, look, man, this thing, who knows how long this is going to last. And I was super worried about the, military martial law, just like everybody else was 3 weeks ago. So we're going to stand down. We're keeping this scene up here alive, dude, on the weekends, and getting the kids together during the weekends and stuff, because, we've all been in isolation together. So we're woo flu free. None of us have the coof. And, so that's what we're doing today. After this mountain bike ride, we're heading back to our real home. And, we're going to integrate. And I personally needed to get back in my home space because I need to be of service. I need to do some sort of volunteer work or figure out how to help my community, man, and the city of Los Angeles as a whole, whether that's going down and volunteering at a food bank or getting food to old people. I don't know. But I think the time now is to figure out how to participate in your local government, and B, begin to figure out how to be of service, because the one thing I learned in sobriety is if you don't give it away, you don't get to keep it. And, you know, we're all moving through this together, and I think it's time to start changing the script a little bit. Like, all right, we've all played along the sit in our houses, but now we need to plug into our local governments, and we need to figure out how to be of service, because the sooner we change that energy field, the quicker we get back to work, and the exposure of this somewhat questionable thing called the coof. Anyway, that's the illusion. I'm drinking my tonic up here. I'm getting ready to head back down the trail, and try not to wipe out, man. Batman. I really wanted to do the Ventures Wipeout, but I don't know how that goes. Anyway, this is the illusion. Just wanted to let you know that I'm still out here, and I'm keeping a positive mental attitude. I'm participating. I'm figuring out how to be of service. I'm trying to do my very best to make lemonade out of this coofing lemon. All right, it's the illusion. Just for perspective, I made that video like right up in there. Got a little bit of elevation. It's a beautiful oak forest up this canyon. Very nice ride. I have to say, it's super good to be like ripping down here, dodging rocks, and having to have the senses totally focused on exactly what's going on in front of me at high speeds. It's been real good, this ride. Really cleaned out my mind. Don't forget to get outside any chance you can get.